Alright, then let's get solve some problems. This is algomap.io. Put it here, then we have STL, not GitHub. Yeah, nah, I think I opened. Yeah, lazy fool. And we will put it right here. Right, yeah, okay, so I was on array and I had to do summary ranges. Okay, so we will do, okay, so summary ranges. You are given a sorted unique integer array nums. Arrange A, B, a set of all integers from A to B inclusive. Okay. Return the smallest sorted list of range that covers all the numbers in the array exactly. That is, each element of nums is covered by exactly one of the ranges, and there is no integer x such that x is one of the ranges. X is one of the ranges, but not in nums. Okay. Okay, so I have to provide a string. Alright. So each range in the list should be as output. Okay, if A is not equal to B, then, and if A is equal to B, okay, so we were on to this problem summary ranges, right? So, okay, so let's build an I equals 0, right? And I will also have a J equals 0. Then I want to go for while if J is less than length of nums. Okay, so I want to say if I nums of I equals nums of, and I think I should also create a list, the result of this. Okay, so if the I and J are same and J is less than J minus 1, okay, and J is less than len of nums minus 1, right? Then what I can do is I can say I will move J plus equals 1, right? Then we check, else we say result dot append str of nums of J, right? And if okay, if nums of J minus nums of I greater than 1, greater than or equal to 1, greater than or equal to 1, right? Then what I can do is nums of I, because J is going to be at the front, I is gonna be greater and then we continue ratio, right, yeah. And if nums of j minus nums of I is greater than or equal to 1, right, so we have 1, then we will move j along, right, and else if this is move j along, I feel like equals 1. Let's just 0 to, okay, the difference is 1 equals 1, then we move j along keeping I there, and if not, then I will move I along, right? Okay, so first I will move j along. If the difference is right, the difference is 1, then I move j along. Okay, so see, once I find a number, I just have to check the other number. Okay, let me just do some. Okay, see, right, I have these numbers, so I am on this number. I will check if the difference is 1, right? We'll check that difference should be 1. Then I will check, okay, within the code I will check, okay, within this statement, right, within this statement I will check it again. Yeah. Then for I equals if this difference is 1, then I will check. I cannot keep like that is a loop, right? After this condition is met, I have to right, so it's not equal to b, right, 0 and 2, then we don't have the 3. Yeah, okay, so yeah, okay, I kind of get it, okay. See, what we will do is we'll start one variable, right, I, then I can go and start. I will have a one variable here. I will go j not equal to get ahead. So j moves here. Difference is 1. Okay, go ahead. Check your previous. Right? Go ahead and check your previous. If the difference is still 1, okay, go ahead. Right? Right? That is it. That is it. Okay. So I and j go while. So basically, what I wrote here, if they are equal, and length of nums is less than a. Okay, if they are equal, right? Okay, so then I will go j keep continuing and if nums of nums of then I will check if nums of j plus 1 minus nums of j I minus j, then I will go while nums of j plus 1 minus nums of j is equals 1, right? We will increment j. I minus j, but they are not. I minus num of j is equal minus 1. This condition will only come out, and at this point I want to result dot append say str of nums of I, right? Okay, so this plus I want this arrow plus str of nums of j minus 1, I guess, or up to. Okay, so this is the point to j, right? And I set I equals to j. Okay. This is not equal, then I will simply increment I by 1, right? And at the last I want to do print result. Let's try and run it. Okay, sorry, my bad, we cannot do that. Let's sign in real quick. It is doable. I know. Okay, so basically the same code, and Okay, so output. Oh, okay, it put 1 here, 0 to 2, 4 and 5, and 4 to 5. Okay, so this is the case. If nums equals nums of j, this one, I think it will give me an error. At least it should partially work. Okay. But still, it is not. Um, Alright, so this condition is wrong here. Let me check this. Okay, see. This minus. Okay. So I get 0 to 5. Okay, I get 0 to 2. I get 4 to 5. And then I am missing a 7. Right. Okay. So I am missing a 7. Which I can easily obtain here. See, I only have to check for condition and j is less than okay, and j is not equal to len of nums minus 1, right? Else we do that result dot append, and it is not equal to len of. Okay, if they are equal, so this condition will say that if both of these and okay, if they are equal and j is not equal to a, but if they are equal and j is equal to this, which would mean that it is the last number. So I'm feeling a bit confident here. Let's give it a try. And I get, yeah, okay, so for some reason, I don't know why. Okay, so I will do this. Maybe my conditions are not right. I think the logic I understood it. Maybe my conditioning is not right. Okay, so I get an empty. j plus 1 continue. How can j be equal when I'm doing okay, see. We get nums and ionums of j are equal and j is the last number, len of nums minus 1, just that, so 0 1 2 3 4 5, so it is equal to 5. I want to append it into the string, right? See, this part is right, I know that. I am just figuring out what to do with this one. Okay, maybe I forget about the continue. Okay. J plus 1. Maybe the continue is wrong. Okay, it just gives me a straight up error. List index out of range. Yeah, exactly. Nums for lums equals this. Okay, so it passed the first test. One test case. Okay, case one. Okay. Okay. So apparently I'm accessing memory out of bounds. Right. How can I go? Okay, because uh, it is not able to. And j is less than len of nums minus 1. Conditions and conditions. This it is still, well, I should put this condition first and this condition second. Okay. So I still didn't I still didn't get the number, but I feel I'm a little close. Yeah, if nums of I and nums of j are equal. Okay. And I is equals to j. If equals to, yeah, I can say or I equals j. We get this. Okay. So let's try this. I get a 0 in the output. Or nums of I equals nums of j. I really don't think this will really work like that. Okay, so I'm getting this is right, and it identifies 2 to 4 and 8 to 9. Okay, so I have to find a way wherein okay, so if j minus I equals 1. Okay, see, so what my code is doing is basically so maybe I should check these conditions later. Right, we'll go if s1. No, it is not. Then I go and say if j is the last element, and I and j are equal, we append the results and we return, because it is basically the last element, right? Okay, so I get an empty string here and empty here. Okay, so something goes wrong here, because none of the code, okay, this condition will fail because it will not be 1, right? Then it will increment, which I don't want it to do. Then it will check, are these values equal? Well, they are not going to be equal. Then again it will increment just I, so I is being incremented again and again and again. Okay, right, and j is being incremented. Okay, so this part is a little troublesome, although I get that I have this index out of range, yeah, of course. This needs to keep it in check. Okay. Alright. Alright, people, slow down. Okay. So at least I'm getting something, right? Okay. So I get 2 2. Okay, so it is not able to handle individual cases, right? You get 2 to 4, 8 to 9, 8 and 9. Then okay, it didn't handle 6, it didn't handle 0. So okay, length can be 0, and if it is the last index, right? If it is the last index and I equals to, okay. So I would need to print I and j at the and let's say print I comma j. Let's see. Okay, so we start at 2. Well, what happened to this? Okay, so 0 to 2, right? Okay, that is correct. Then we start at 3. Then we have both values are 3, right? And if they are equal, okay, so if they are equal, okay, they have 3. Okay, so we start at 0 to 2, that is correct. 0 to 2, right? Okay, 0 1 2. Sorry. Then we move on to 3 4 5. Then I am at 5, right? Then we have both values 5. So why didn't it append this? If nums of I equals j, right? If nums of I equals nums if both numbers are equal, both are 0. Okay, then I will check. Then I will check if nums of uh, j plus 1 minus nums of I equals 1. If it is 1, then what we do is I will simply increment j to 1, because there is a chance that these two might get along. Okay, right, they are equal. And else, since there are no subsequent ranges, I can simply append that thing here. Right, so if both values are equal, and if this j plus 1 j is less than ln of nums minus 1 and nums of j plus 1 increment j. Right, else okay, I'll say else if j if j equals, I'll just say equals if I equals well okay, and if both numbers are same and this is the last number, then you can okay okay, hold up, wait, it was else, yeah, okay, so let me do this, should do some sort of, okay, yeah, print 1, I should exclude this clause, yeah, okay, I should, okay, list index out of range. How can it go out of range, my man? Okay, say then run of nums nums minus 1 nums of j plus 1. Okay. This is really rhetorical. Okay. All conditions are being met. How can it go out of range? Okay, again, how many times do I have to check the same condition? I'm doing something wrong. Still, what, man? What is happening? Fix two. Okay, let's let's forget about this part, right? If j of len nums minus 1 and blah blah blah. Okay, right, right. Okay. How is it? How is it going out of range? I don't understand. I'm checking this to be within the range. 1 0. Okay, so it's just, does this thing not happen? So give me man, this is tricky. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, let's see how far back can I go. Yeah, okay, okay, I think this is the place where it worked, right? This is the last place where it worked. Not giving any errors. Yeah, right. Okay, so I plus 1. Right. Okay. And let me see. It goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 1 is there. It skips. Okay, so it start. Okay, so 0 is skipped. 0 is skipped entirely. Let me just copy and paste this. I will go. I'll say before, and then I will say after. Before. Okay. So you can say it is before it is 0, 1. So it actually checks this condition. If j is less than equal to, okay, and after there, okay, 4 and 5, okay, 0 and 1 before, okay, at this point 0 and 1, I will say this is, I'll call it pre. Okay, let's say this is before, this is mid, and this is after. Okay, right. Okay, so I get it before 0, 0. At the mid they are 0, 0. And I get a 0 here. How can adding a print statement fuck up my code? Wow, I don't know. Print result. Seriously, how can I print a single print statement? See, so go. Yeah. Okay, so it has officially fucked up the code. A print statement. Well, nice. J is if j is less than equal to okay. So if I equals j, right? If I equals j, right? This is the condition. This is my first condition, and I will go if phi equals j, then what you do is you increment j by 1, right? And j is less than len of nums minus 1. I can increment j by 1. Okay. Now it will check if they are not equal. If they are not equal, this is the condition that should be checked first. Okay. So I increment j if j is less than equal to len, and these both are actually same. Let me try and see this. Do something. Indentation error, right? Indentation. Okay. So I want to print this case 1 and this is case 2. Okay, print before, mid, and all. Okay, right. Okay, so before it was 0 0. Then okay, before it. Okay, it saw that j is less than minus 1 and I equals j, so we increment j, right? And this condition is if not less than equal to, well, it kind of is. If it is equal to, this is my condition for the last one. Well, it kind of breaks everything. I can just do a return here. Which is okay, 0 to 2, 4 to 5. Yeah, 0 to 2, 4 to 5, and I am missing a 7. Right. Okay, do I get my 7? No, I don't get my 7. But interesting things happen here is that okay, 0 0, then it was 0 1 here, then it was 2 2. Okay, 2 2, then it was 2 2 here, then mid it 2 3, and 3 3, 3 3, it differentiated 3 4, then it's so itself again 4 4 4 4 5 and then 5 5. Okay, let's do this. Less index of range. Okay, I think I should pretty much leave it at that. Yeah, enough for today.